Welcome back to 9 News Now. I'm Stephanie Stallworth. Taking a look at traffic. We'll start out here at 95, heading down through Howard County out of Baltimore past 32, Powder Mill Road. No problems for commuters this morning. You're making your trip down to the Beltway. It's an uneventful ride. More traffic coming up for you in less than 10 minutes.
Let's check in with Stephanie Stallworth. She has your traffic. Good morning.
Good morning, Kim. Good morning again, everyone. Looks like 395 northbound starting to get that volume in place from Edsel now up to Seminary Road. More delays ahead near the Pentagon as you make your trip to the 14th Street Bridge. Over to the outer loop in Virginia, it's A-OK right now, 95 over to the Wilson Bridge. No real delays there, looking live at the Eisenhower connector. In the district, we'll check out New York Avenue, usual volume Times building over to Bladensburg Road. Then you're clear with your ride to the 3rd Street Tunnel. And on the outer loop in Maryland, topside New Hampshire around to Georgia Avenue, extra 15 minutes for drivers today, so keep that in mind. Pretty much the usual stuff. And if you're traveling out there on 95 or the Baltimore-Washington Parkway from Baltimore, heading down past 198 all to the Beltway, everything is all clear.
With Stephanie.
All right, Kim, we'll start out with a big road on the Maryland side. 270 southbound, checking out a little bit of volume past Montgomery Village Avenue, but overall still a good commute between Father Hurley Boulevard and the Split. Take a peek at our local roads in Maryland heading into the district. Georgia Avenue at University Boulevard. Traffic here with no accidents or incidents reported. It's a little bit of volume, nothing out of the ordinary for you. And Route 4, Route 5, 301, no accidents reported. Just some minor delays, but overall looks like a clear commute. It is 6:08, 9 News Now. We'll be right back.
Thanks, Stephanie. That'll be a sure traffic stopper.
Absolutely. If you're going to head that way, you're going to be stuck in that. We just have the usual stuff here today. Nothing major going on like that. Outer loop slowing in Maryland, 95 as you head down toward Georgia Avenue. Sun glare affecting your drive into the sunshine today. Northbound on 395, Beltway to Seminary, about a 20-minute ride, then more delays ahead as you head to the 14th Street Bridge. And we'll head on back to Metro Rail again. Major delays on Metro Rail's Orange Line with a disruption at Cheverly in both directions. They're single tracking with some emergency track work between Cheverly and Stadium Armory. Again, major Orange Line delays throughout this morning's commute. They do say that shuttle bus service has been requested if you want to try that. Otherwise, VRE trains, you're on time, and mark is minor delays. Good morning. We're going to start out in Maryland, 95 and the Baltimore-Washington Parkway. Coming out of Baltimore, no issues to report for you there this morning. Let's head on over to 270, heading southbound from Father Hurley, heading on down past Falls Road, getting to the Split. No problems there. And I'll move on over to Virginia. We'll go to 66 eastbound. Trying to come out of Centerville, everything's all clear for you. No problems to report. And 395 northbound. Looks like no delays so far as you make your way on up toward the 14th Street Bridge. And heading over into Maryland, all clear. Route 4, Route 5, and 301. Andrea? All right, good morning again, Kim. Looks like 95 northbound in Virginia. Still no problems heading on past Dale Boulevard. You make your trip up to the Beltway, incident-free, although we do still have that accident southbound 95. It's right around Lorton. It's off on the shoulder. Not too much of a problem for you there. Let's move on up to 395, heading in the northbound direction. A live look at things at Duke Street. As you can see here, no issues as you make your way up to and across the 14th Street Bridge. And folks on inbound New York Avenue, not seeing any delays out there just yet. We're looking live at Bladensburg Road. And let's take a look at the outer loop live from Colesville Road. No delays or incidents from 95 as you head around to 270. And finally, we'll take a flyover, George Washington Parkway from the Legion Bridge down to the Key Bridge. No incidents or accidents. Andrea? Good morning, Kim. Let's start out 270 heading southbound. We're going to slow 109 heading down to 121. But once you head past Montgomery Village Avenue on your way down to the Split, no more delays right there. Moving over to the commute along 95 and the Baltimore-Washington Parkway. Heading down from Route 32 past Powder Mill Road and down to the Beltway. No early problems to report. Let's check out Route 4, Route 5, 301. That looks pretty good here as we're live from Route 4 at Branch Avenue. And going back to graphics over in Virginia, we'll start out on the inner loop in Virginia. Commuters between 95 and 66. Looks like a good ride. A real-time sensor showing us traffic is up to speed. And a last look here outside of Route 66. No concerns from Route 28 as you head past Route 50 heading to the Beltway. Andrea?
You've got your traffic. Good morning.
Good morning. We're going to head around town looking at cameras. We'll start out in Maryland on the outer loop of the Beltway. Starting to slow down now near New Hampshire Avenue as you make your trip over toward Georgia. 66 eastbound, we do have a problem in Virginia. Disabled tractor trailer. just past the Beltway, starting to see that volume build right at Route 50. So do expect that. Again, 66 eastbound disabled tractor trailer near the Beltway. Up next, we'll look at 395 northbound. It's a slow ride, Duke up to Seminary, then a nice easy trip to the 14th Street Bridge, and moving over to 95 northbound in Virginia. It's getting a little busy between the Fairfax County Parkway and the Franconia Springfield Parkway, so keep that in mind. And a problem on mass transit this morning. Expect some major delays on the Metro Rail Orange Line, all because of some emergency track work. No reported delays, though, on the VRE or the MARC trains. Let's head over to Kristen. Good morning. Take a live look now in Virginia, northbound on 95. Delays from the Prince William Parkway as you head on toward the Franconia Springfield Parkway. Expect that volume there this morning before you head to the Beltway. Graphic look here on the inner loop in Virginia between 95 and 66. We are seeing our volume, but no major delays here. You see our real-time speed sensor readings at 62 miles an hour. 66 eastbound has some good news. Earlier disabled tractor trailer, that's been cleared just past the Beltway. But the bad news, delays from Route 50 heading past Route 123. Heading over to Maryland, we'll take a look at 270. Southbound is slowing 109 down to 121. Then you're in pretty good shape past that point as we look live here in Germantown. Moving again to the outer loop in Maryland. You're going to slow right about New Hampshire to Georgia. Usual delays there, nothing out of the ordinary. And we'll go back to graphics with Metro Rail. Again, the orange line, single tracking between Cheverly and Stadium Armory this morning. Expect major delays in both directions again on the orange line. This emergency track work could last up to 2 hours. So that's going to really affect the commute this morning. VRE, you're on time. MARC trains reporting minor delays.
What's Stephanie?
All right, Kim, we'll start out with a big road on the Maryland side. 270 southbound, checking out a little bit of volume past Montgomery Village Avenue, but overall still a good commute between Father Hurley Boulevard and the Split. Take a peek at our local roads in Maryland heading into the district. Georgia Avenue at University Boulevard. Traffic here with no accidents or incidents reported. It's a little bit of volume, nothing out of the ordinary for you. And Route 4, Route 5, 301, no accidents reported. Just some minor delays, but overall looks like a clear commute. It is 6:08, 9 News Now. We'll be right back.
Let's check in with Stephanie Stallworth. She has your traffic. Good morning.
Good morning, Kim. Good morning again, everyone. Looks like 395 northbound starting to get that volume in place from Edsel now up to Seminary Road. More delays ahead near the Pentagon as you make a trip to the 14th Street Bridge. Over to the outer loop in Virginia, it's A-OK right now, 95 over to the Wilson Bridge. No real delays there, looking live at the Eisenhower connector. In the district, we'll check out New York Avenue. Usual volume times building over to Bladensburg Road. Then you're clear with your ride to the 3rd Street Tunnel. And on the outer loop in Maryland, topside New Hampshire around to Georgia Avenue. Extra 15 minutes for drivers today, so keep that in mind. Pretty much the usual stuff. And if you're traveling out there on 95 or the Baltimore-Washington Parkway from Baltimore, heading down past 198 onto the Beltway, everything is all clear.
She's got your traffic. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks a lot, Kim. We're going to start out 66 eastbound. Usual delays are in place from 50 heading over to 123. Then again, Nutley Street over toward the Beltway. Take our graphical look at the George Washington Parkway southbound heading past 123 over to the Key Bridge. No reported problems, accidents, or incidents along the way. Over on 270 southbound, still pretty heavy, 109 to 121. But we haven't really seen our major delays from Father Hurley to Montrose yet. As you can see here at Montrose Road, things looking good. And let's look 50 westbound, taking a trip from the bridge, the Bay Bridge, I should say, as you head over to Bowie and the Beltway. Lots of B's there, still looking pretty good. Back to mass transit, Metro Rail Orange Line, single tracking between Cheverly and Stadium Armory. Do expect major delays in both directions. Again, this emergency track work now expected to last throughout the morning rush hour. That's the Orange Line on Metro Rail with delays. VRE, you're on time. MARC trains, minor delays. All right, Kim, we'll start live on Braddock Road at the Beltway. That new traffic pattern that went into effect recently in preparation for the Beltway hot lane. Just some minor delays through there today. No major issues like we had before. Otherwise, looking live at Route 1 at the Fairfax County Parkway over in Springfield. Little to no delay here, so you're doing good in Virginia there. No issues. And we'll finish up on 395 northbound. We are getting a lot of volume here. You're jammed now northbound on 395, Edsel up to Seminary, then the Pentagon over to the 14th Street Bridge. It is now 6:38. 9 News Now will return after the break.
We have Stephanie Stallworth and got your traffic. Good morning.
Good morning. We're going to start out in Virginia right now. Kim heading north on 95. Still pretty slow from the Prince William Parkway off and on up toward the Fairfax County Parkway. Folks heading on to 395 from there. You're going to be jammed from just near the Beltway as you make your trip out to Seminary Road. and more delays ahead at the 14th Street Bridge. Let's head over to 66. We're tracking delays from 50 to 123. Then again, Nutley, as you head toward the Beltway this morning, that could cost you about another 10 or 15 minutes on your commute. 270 in Maryland, heading southbound. Our volume continuing to build. Father Hurley Boulevard through Montrose. A live look here at Montgomery Village Avenue. Give you a bird's eye view of what's happening there. And over the Beltway in Maryland, we're still watching that usual slowdown this morning. New Hampshire around to Georgia Avenue. No incidents reported for you along the way, so that's good. But we do have a problem. Disabled vehicle northbound Baltimore-Washington Parkway. This is just past Route 32, so watch for that northbound. Southbound, the lanes are open. No problems here all the way down to the Beltway. Andrea? Folks heading on the George Washington Parkway. 3 separate accidents reported. We do have one northbound. It's just past the scenic overlook. That's going to take out the left lane. And if you're going to head southbound coming from the Beltway, 2 separate accidents there as well. One near 123. There's one northbound and one southbound. So 3 altogether as you head that way. We'll switch over to live cameras in Maryland on the outer loop between 95 and Georgia. Going to find your usual slowdown on the brakes there. And folks heading into Virginia, we'll see a solid backup 95 out of Prince William County from Dale Boulevard as you head on up toward Lorton. Howard, over to you. All right, we're going to head back to the George Washington Parkway, Howard. Again, 3 separate accidents there. 2 of them at 123, one northbound and one southbound, another one northbound at the scenic overlook. The good news here, they're out of the travel portion of the roadway, all off on the median strip. Let's check out cameras in Maryland. We're tracking delays. It's going to take about 21 minutes now. Heavy but steady from 95 to Georgia. Again on that outer loop this morning.